कहाँ से यूं निकला, आंखें मूंदे हम क्यों गुम है उजालों में, बस अपने ख्यालों में बेपरवाह। पास हमारे ही लेकिन कुछ आँखों में रातें ही रातें हर सुबह। इस रात का सारा जिम्मा हम पे है, तो सुबह भी तो हम ही लाएंगे। शामिल हैं हम, शामिल हैं इन सब में हम भी तो शामिल हैं। तुम भी हो हम भी हैं, थोड़े थोड़े से तो शामिल हैं। या तो भीड़ बन के शोरों में लड़ते हैं, या अपने होठ सिलके कहने से डरते हैं हम। या तो भीड़ बन के शोरों में लड़ते हैं, या अपने होठ सिलके कहने से डरते। कब तोड़ते सच का जिम्मा हम पे है, बेखौफ उन्हें हम मिलके बोलेंगे। शामिल हैं हम, शामिल हैं इन सब। जब सही गलत में फर्क जरा सा है, ये ऐंठन तो ताकत का तमाशा है। औकात तेरी बस इतनी सी है, एक तेज हवा है और तू धुआं सा है। आईने में कुछ देर जरा देखो, क्या तुम पे कोई अब भी भला सा है। बेशर्म हंसी का जिम्मा हम पे है, क्या जुल्म को यूं ही सहते जाएंगे। शामिल है, शामिल है इन सब में हम भी तो शामिल है।
I know everyone is obviously quite emotional, quite raw. So many people have been saying that we're becoming desensitized, and I don't think so, especially not as South Africans. I know I'm not the only one. When we open up social media, it gets you every single time. And the fact that you are in this hall, the fact that we are here with people and leaders who actively are fighting for a free Palestine, yourselves included, really does mean that we're doing something, and we're doing whatever we can in our power to change that status quo and to bring about a ceasefire. I want to welcome to the stage Tasneem Kola. She is part of Educators for Humanity. If anyone know, they have done some incredible work recently, a group of very progressive and passionate teachers, and I'm going to welcome Tasneem to the stage. Thank you very much.
Amandla! I'm sure educational revolutionaries, distinguished dignitaries, esteemed ministers, and honored guests. It is a privilege to stand before you today as a passionate advocate for Educators for Humanity, a movement that transcends the traditional boundaries of education and aims for transformative change. I extend my sincere gratitude to the dignitaries and ministers present, whose presence underscores the importance of our shared commitment to a brighter future. Educators for Humanity stands as a testament to the power of collective action, advocating for justice, inclusivity, and global solidarity through the lens of education. In our pursuit of these lofty goals, we have undertaken meaningful initiatives, engaging educators through thought-provoking discussions and fostering learning environments that empower learners holistically. Our vision is expansive and forward-looking. We envision a world where education becomes a powerful force, not only for academic growth, but for fostering compassion, unity, and resilience. As educators, we bear the profound responsibility of shaping not just knowledgeable individuals, but compassionate global citizens. In expressing our unwavering solidarity with the Palestinian people, Educators for Humanity stands as a beacon of compassion. We unequivocally support the recent case presented before the International Court of Justice, a case that was not only watertight and factual, but resonated with the shared values of justice and human rights. South Africa's steadfast stance on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict serves as a guiding light for Educators for Humanity. Aligned with our commitment to justice and equality, this stance inspires educators to instill in learners a sense of global awareness, critical thinking, and empathy. It is a potent tool to shape the worldview of our future leaders. As we navigate the challenges in education, let the recent success at the ICJ be our rallying point. The motivation, diligence, and unity that led to that triumph can serve as a blueprint for tackling the hurdles in our educational landscape. Let us collectively work towards a common goal, channeling our efforts in favor of our country's children. I extend a heartfelt invitation to each one of you to join us in this transformative journey. Become a torchbearer for Educators for Humanity, where your voice, passion, and dedication can contribute significantly to shaping a future where education becomes a catalyst for positive change. Together, let us navigate challenges, overcome obstacles, and build a brighter and more equitable future for our children. Viva Educators for Humanity! Viva! Viva! Thank you.
Job. Thank you so much to Tasneem. It's not easy to come up in front of your whole community and to speak, so thank you very much. One more round of applause. Before we get to our next speaker, I want to acknowledge some of our partners for tonight, some of our partner organizations. I want to acknowledge the Palestine Solidarity Alliance. Uncle Nazim's here, but the whole team is as well. Thank you for the incredible work. I know the PSA consistently. One day I'll tell a story one day of how you guys made me man a table for hours outside some random event when I was 16. And my parents told me this is activism. This is it. It's not always glamorous or sexy. Sometimes it's about manning the table right in front and making sure everybody signs the register or everybody signs the petition. So thank you very much to our young people at the front who welcomed you. Let's give them a round of applause as well. I also want to acknowledge Educators for Humanity, the CPF, the Community Policing Forum. You saw them as you were coming in. The Via Christi Christian community, the Sunni Ulama Council, the Jamiatul Ulama of South Africa as well. Thank you very much. As the ANC in Gauteng, we really do thank you for your partnership in today's event. Round of applause for them. I'm now going to welcome to the stage someone you may not know, but who's been very pivotal in an organization called South African Jews for a Free Palestine. And this is very, very important because so many people don't really understand the difference between Judaism and Zionism. And we want to make very clear that the Palestinian cause is not an anti-Semitic cause. This is a cause for freedom. This is a cause for self-determination. And we stand with the Jewish community who reject the actions of apartheid Israel. Without further ado, let's welcome Comrade Alan Howitz from the South African Jews for Free Palestine.
Amandla! Long live Palestine! Long live! Comrades, thank you for this invitation. For the past 5 months, we have witnessed a terrible calamity. We have witnessed catastrophe for the people of Palestine. We have seen genocide in front of us, genocide in real time. And we see that the world has largely been silent. We see that the United States, NATO, and other powers who support Zionist Israel have not flinched from sending arms, sending material support, and of course political support, where at the United Nations they have vetoed every attempt to stop the slaughter. Until we saw the South African government finally take action, and we salute our government. Long live the action against the ICJ. It has taken us many years, comrades, as activists in Palestinian solidarity since the very first Gaza wars in 2008. We have struggled to reach our government and appeal for a stronger voice and action, particularly with BDS, boycott, disinvestment, and sanctions, to look at non-violent ways of putting pressure on Zionist Israel. We've also tried to isolate the Zionist movement in South Africa to see that the government our government stops the flow of money to Zionist Israel, stops the flow of Jewish citizens of South Africa who go to fight in Israel, and to stop the Zionist propaganda which is being put out in the Jewish educational system. Finally, we must say, the chief rabbi of South Africa, Warren Goldstein, represents the South African Orthodox Jewish community. And his voice, sadly, is the voice of rabbis who stand for fascism. And I do not say that lightly. The Israeli government today is not just supported, but directed by religious nationalists, and Warren Goldstein follows that line. And he has come out to slander the South African government and our minister. And we must take a very firm stand to stop the abuse of religion as a weapon for ethnic cleansing and genocide. Let me also say, comrades, we must be very honest. Palestinians are standing alone against military and political force that seems to be invincible. And we must also say the Arab world, the frontline states of the Arab world, have been silent. We must also note that the Palestinian Authority has become a Bantustan supporting the Israeli security apparatus. Comrades, we must be honest, because otherwise, the day after the guns finally seem to fall silent, the political struggle for the advancement of Palestinian liberation will have hardly begun. We urge our government, we know that steps were taken in the past to bring together the Palestinian parties, to resurrect the PLO, the Palestinian Liberation Organization, to represent the entire Palestinian people, not simply balkanized in Gaza or in the West Bank or in Lebanon or in Syria or in Jordan. Our government now has credibility as never before through this action. You have raised our spirits, you have given us a direction. Now is the time for South Africa to take this political advantage forward. We represent the hope for Palestine. We may say apartheid, we may say that apartheid South Africa was defeated, but we know still today the struggle in our own country continues, and so with Palestine. Finally, comrades, we appeal to the Minister to set up an advisory structure where we as solidarity groups through the South African BDS coalition can meet regularly with government to put our positions and together strategize so that we can advance freedom in Palestine and in other countries, our neighboring countries, Zimbabwe, Swaziland, Mozambique. We know the difficulties of Southern Africa. All these struggles are connected. So finally, comrades, free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Amandla.
I think Comrade Allen really dealt with that issue very well, but there's something I want to say. And I really want to commend not just Allen, but so many of those Jewish comrades, not only in South Africa and Palestine, but all over the world. You're going to help me, tech team? I'm struggling, otherwise I'm all, or it will be my fees must fall voice that we're going to have to just, reinforce. All right, I'll do my best. The point I wanted to make is it is not easy to stand up against injustice, and it is incredibly difficult to stand up against injustice in your own community. And I want us to give a round of applause to Comrade Allen and all those progressive Jews all over the world who are subject to hate, who are subject to cyberbullying, who are subject to injustice, because they themselves call out injustice. And we must ask ourselves the same question now. We stand up, not only for Palestine, but for local in our own community, against even, as the Quran tells us, our own brothers, our own sisters, and our own. And I want us to take inspiration from Comrade Allen and all those who actively fight injustice, not just academically, not just social media, but every single day in their lives. Thank you very much. All right, I want to check, is Maulana Suleiman Rawat? Excellent. Okay. I want to welcome to the stage Maulana Rawat.